Welcome to this episode of Dread Captures, the ultimate destination for those who seek the thrill of witnessing the unexplained. Our channel is dedicated to bringing you the most compelling and jaw-dropping camera footage we can find. Trail cameras, security cameras, and other recording devices can capture events that occur when no one is around. Sightings of wild animals, cryptids, paranormal activity, mysterious creatures lurking in the shadows, and strange phenomena that defy explanation. We have it all. Our team of experts scours the internet and beyond to bring you the latest and greatest in the world of wildlife and the unknown. Today we will be looking into harrowing accounts of Bigfoot sightings, unexplainable extraterrestrial activity, and of course all the action captured on the world's trail cameras. So sit back, relax, and let's get into the captures. No better way to kick this video off than with an absolute behemoth mountain lion clutching this tree on his way down. I mean, look at the muscles in the shoulders and back of this thing. Just lean, pure muscle. In his lower arm, you can see a vein pushing through his fur. This guy is jacked. This photo was taken 2 years ago in Nevada by Reddit user Former Fruit. Now tell me, what's your game plan if this guy is shimmying down a tree in your direction? I don't know what mine is, but I can tell you what it isn't. And that's to stick around and take a picture. This is just amazing footage right here. A trio of falconers have attached a tiny camera to some of their falcons to give us an up-close look into what it looks like during a falcon hunt. It is just unreal. Check this out. The crows that they are hunting are highly intelligent and will find various ways to destroy farmers' crops. So, hunting with falcons is considered a traditional and effective method of pest control. It helps to keep their numbers in check and prevents damage to crops and other property. Just incredible. Here are some still images of the hunt. This next clip is from a biker with a GoPro attached to his helmet. As we watch, everything seems fine until he hits this narrow-walled path and boom, out of nowhere, something jumps in front of him. Scares the bejesus out of him, almost causing him to wreck. He stops and looks back, but whatever it is gone. When we slow down the footage, it definitely looks like it could be a monkey. But the biker says no way that was just a monkey. According to him, it had gray skin, so if anything, it was a dog-monkey combo. So what do you guys think? Was it just a monkey and the biker got spooked for nothing? Or is it something else entirely? We may never know. However, let me know your thoughts. Okay, so this next video clip is awesome. Footage taken in Alberta, Canada, right next to an oil drilling crew and its setup. One day, a member of the crew spots a dark figure off in the distance on a tree line, so he grabs his phone. And the next thing he knows, out of nowhere, he sees a tree being thrown by said figure. Now, no one has been able to determine what this creature is. And ultimately, it got sent to Thinker Thunker, a very popular YouTube channel. And Thinker Thunker first says he's not here to rule on what this is. But he also quickly points out that whatever in the world this is, it has superhuman strength. Some viewers have even said that the tree is fake, but he goes on to explore the dimensions of the tree and the weight, and is able to determine that the tree being thrown is at least 4 meters long, or 12 feet, and weighs 50 pounds. And he places a lot of emphasis on these being very, very conservative figures. He even offers up a rebuttal for those that say the tree is fake. He explains that sometimes our mind sees things so incomprehensible that it won't even register in our minds. Thinker Thunker dives into if this is a fake tree, and so be it. Maybe it's PVC pipe, a movie prop, paper mache, or some other material. However, whatever it is, it's still heavy, and it still got thrown a good distance from the tree line by something. And as I mentioned, he's adamant about not trying to determine what this creature is. He's left that to everyone else. Man, I hope you guys look this video up because he goes in depth. It is super, super interesting, and this is just a small clip. But I have to say, I pretty much agree with them. Something through this. And for me, the way it lands is key. The tree looks dead weight. It doesn't rattle or bounce and slowly hit the ground. It looks exactly the way a tree would look hitting the ground. Man, I would love to know everyone's thoughts on this, and if there's any more information on it, please let me know. This next clip contains yet another strange, unrecognizable creature, this time caught on outdoor security footage. As you can see, a small hairy creature is wandering around this back patio. The original uploader described it as scurrying around on two little legs super quick. As you can see, the critter's body is covered in fur, but from this vantage point, there don't seem to be any arms. To be honest, it's more interesting than scary, seeing this little ball of fluff walking around. But I'm also curious to know exactly what it is. Personally, I think it's an animal on 4 legs versus 2 legs, which makes it more reasonable. Nevertheless, good footage. If anyone has any more info, let me know in the comments. Here we have an old National Geographic video, and supposedly it shows a sighting of Bigfoot in eastern Russia. A few kids recorded it on their phone, so the quality isn't great. In the clip, you can see the kids playing in the snow, but they notice some big footprints and decide to follow them. They stop near a group of trees because they see something moving in the distance. At first, like everyone, they think it might be a bear, but as they look closer, they realize it could be a tall, hairy humanoid creature. The wild part is that the creature notices them too, and immediately darts away deeper into the forest. The kids were interviewed and later described the creature's face as white and hairless, opposite of the rest of its body. So what do we think? Did these kids really see Bigfoot, or was it something else? This is an odd occurrence here. Witnessed by Washington locals nearly a year ago, numerous fish were filmed crossing the road, and the whole town was abuzz. For those without much experience around the water, they thought these fish had gone crazy. But the salmon were crossing the road from a field that they had been washed into due to their original home, the river, flooding. Although this is a rare sight, some old-timers in town said they had seen this happen at least once before. And another townsperson commented on the original upload said that some Good Samaritan passerbys stopped and helped a lot of the fish over the road. Pretty cool. Let me know if you guys have seen anything similar. Most people think that werewolves only show up when the moon is full, but that's not always true apparently. About 3 years ago, a man in Brazil said he spotted one almost in his backyard. And he says he has proof that the beast was hiding right behind his fence, and he says it came out of the forest from behind his house. The man was able to film it and said the werewolf tried to attack him. Fortunately, the guy lived to tell the tale, but he wasn't able to catch very good footage before it disappeared into the night. What are your thoughts on this one? Our next clip shows a guy who set out one day and wanted to take some awesome nature pics. And he also thought it would be cool to see it from his dog's point of view. So he rigged up a camera on his dog's collar and they went off into the woods. A half a mile or so onto the trail, the dog's camera picked up a big two-legged creature walking in front of them. The man said he didn't know it until he got home and reviewed the footage. Again, some people said it was a bear, but bears usually stand their ground, at least briefly. They don't immediately run and hide. So once again, this brings up the idea of Bigfoot. You can definitely see the creatures walking on two legs. What do you guys think? Personally, I'm a little skeptical. It might be a fake. I don't like saying that, but there's something suspicious about it. Pretty creepy video here from Reddit user Falco Darkblade. I think I saw that this was taken in Afghanistan, but don't quote me on that. Anyhow, as we watch, this man is going to crouch down near this rock, and very briefly we're going to see a creature's face and eyes. He's shining his flashlight. He'll eventually zoom in and shine it into this crevice. You have to be looking intently because it happens fast. Let me know in the comments what you think this is. Most people are just saying that it's an owl. And unfortunately, I think they might be right. But if I stumbled on that thing at night, I'd be scared too. This next trail camera capture came from Redditor 37. I'm just going to paraphrase what she had written. Taken at night, we found this pic from our trail camera we had set up by an old farm field of ours. We don't know, and nobody else seems to know what it is. And honestly, it's freaking us out. The cam only takes pics when it detects motion, and it was dark out, so it's not a bug or some other debris caught in the light. Also, there aren't many bugs around because of the hard freezes. We're in a remote area, so no car or people with flashlights are around. And no air traffic either, so it can't be a helicopter light. The weather was windy and rainy, but no lightning according to my lightning alert app. By the way, we're in northern New York, close to Canada. The next day my hubby went to check it out, but he didn't see anything weird. Our first guess was that it could have been a meteorite, but we quickly crossed that off the list. Some people are saying it's ghosts or aliens, but we need some real answers. Personally, I think it could be ball lightning, but I think normal lightning detection would have picked that up. I just don't know. Can y'all help us solve this mystery? Alright, well those are definitely an interesting few pictures they have. It would be really cool if there was proof it was an alien beaming down light from a UFO. Lightning is probably the most reasonable possibility, but in the last photo with her husband walking the area, it doesn't seem like the ball or beam of light left any impression on the ground. I don't know enough about this topic to really speak on it, so let me know what you guys think about this. A man was out hiking in a big national park in the United States, and while he was walking on one of the trails, he stumbled upon something that took his breath away. Luckily, he had his camera with him, so he decided to take a picture of it. What he saw was the remains of an animal that he couldn't identify. Now, I warn you, it might be kinda disturbing to some people. Since he's posted it, the picture has gone crazy on the internet, and lots of folks have been trying to guess what it could be. A lot of people have theories, but nobody knows for sure. Some people are saying it's just the skull of a bear, but what do you personally think? To me, this looks like a DOGMAN skull. The lower jaw protruding out kind of makes it look like a gorilla as well. I would say the consensus is saying that it's a bear skull, and I can definitely see the resemblance. If it's a bear, I guess he's missing his snout. It's not in the picture. And the snout being ripped off, but the top row of teeth being there is odd. Man, I don't know. I'd be interested if anyone is 100% positive on what this is. This footage was taken in a location described as a Bigfoot hotbed. So when this trail cam owner got a look at this creature and its wiry hair up close on his trail camera, his heart rate skyrocketed. You can see whatever it is using its giant paws to try and pull the trail camera down, potentially not wanting to be seen. But once the creature slows down and takes a step back, we can see that it is just a curious bear. However, he is intent on pulling this down. All of a sudden the video goes dark and it seems Mr. Bear is victorious. This trail cam here installed in Japan shows that it too was dealing with some sort of creature trying to dislodge it. All we can see is the hair and whiskers of a creature that eventually turns out to be a wild boar. This guy is trying hard, and if you need any more proof of what kind of animal this is, you can notice his little pigtail wagging. By now, I'm sure we all know how relentless these animals are, and he is bound and determined to break this camera off this structure. Unlike the camera in the last clip, this guy was able to hold on for dear life. Last year in the forests of Canada, a farmer attached a trail camera to a tree hoping to catch some good footage. Well, he got what he came for. A nice-sized buck in rut is caught on camera scraping the tree. Really cool to see his antlers fly in and out of frame. It's unclear whether the flash of the camera annoyed him or if he was just scraping his antlers. Caught in an adjacent trail camera, we see a buck wallowing in a mud hole, using his antlers to dig it out. Deer and elk and others will use a wallow to keep cool on hot days, and also to help keep off ticks and other parasites. Either or, this is a great capture. Filmed somewhere in southern Florida, this is just an awesome trail cam video of a monstrous gator up close and personal. His eye shine makes him look super creepy, and it appears he is heading right for the camera until he ultimately passes it by. Not an animal you want to run into ever. Honestly, I'd have a hard time going back in daylight to retrieve this camera. What say you guys? The last trail cam photo in our in-video compilation is that of a gray wolf, peering intently into the camera. This footage captured in northeastern Washington shows the wild wolf at someone's campsite and very interested in this camera. The next shot, we see the inside of the wolf's mouth as he attempts to chew it from its straps. The wolf was actually successful in pulling it off, but the owner was able to recover it only about a football field away, with only minor damage. Our last photo here is from Redditor Mamma Mia. While I will always try to give priority to trail camera videos and wildlife footage, I stumbled upon this in my searching and added it in just because I think it's really cool. It looks like she's using an old box camera, and many commenters are saying that this is quite possibly the first mirror selfie ever taken. I don't know about that, but I found it pretty cool. Thank you guys for watching.